that you're not the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
And if you are the smartest person in the room, you better find a different room.
Was somebody thinking of starting a carpentry business or contracting business? Would you give them what advice?
You've got to know your numbers. Like, I know how much it costs to drive per mile every day, what it costs to the penny operate my business. That I wake up in the morning and there went $1,200.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Louis from What Is Your Story, coming to you again, interviewing some amazing entrepreneurs, business owners in the area. And today we have some amazing entrepreneur that started a business from nothing, and now he is so successful that he has to hire probably 20, 30 more people. So we cannot wait to hear his story. He's a master of carpentry, Brian Holland.
How you doing today?
Welcome, Brian. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So
glad to be here.
Yeah, so you know what? We're all waiting to hear your story. How did you come up with the name of your business, and when did you start your business, and why?
So the name is Holland and Sons, just me and my
Easy.
boys. Very easy. I picked that name because my boys want to be involved in the family business. So
Yes.
we stood up this company a couple years ago. I've been self-employed my whole life, but I started this company for them. And we're getting to the point where they're doing more and more of the daily operations. And
Nice.
pretty soon it's going to be the Holland boys and the old man will be out. At least that's the goal.
So walk me through, how did you start the business? Like, what was your vision?
So actually it's three-pronged.
Okay.
So it is to get the boys involved in a business.
Okay.
Young. My boys are young, teenagers. And they work for me. It's to teach them a trade, teach them business skills, teach them responsibility and what it means early on to be successful.
Yeah,
Good
definitely.
habits, discipline, stuff like that. I personally, long-term with the business, want to create a spot where I help the young people out there who don't fit the traditional mold of education, go to college, get a desk job or whatever.
Right.
I didn't fit that mold. And they, growing up, that was what everyone said to do. You got to go to college. You got to this, you got to that. And not everyone's cut out for that. And so as my boys take over more day to day, what I'm going to start focusing on is the recruitment and training
Right.
of young people that want to get into a good career that provides a lot. Like I own houses, multiple houses, rental properties. Like, I've had an amazing life building
Right.
stuff with my hands. And
That's why I wanted this audience, honestly, to listen to your story, because coming from nothing to
Yeah.
owning a business and owning multiple, houses and investments, everybody want to hear, how did you do it?
the biggest tool we all have right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
You've got to make sure that you're surrounded by the right people who are smarter than you, and then keep your mouth shut, listen, ask some good questions every once in a while, and then just go out and do what they did. It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
You just have to have the humility to know that you're not the smartest person in the room.
Yeah.
And if you are the smartest person in the room, you better find a different room,
That's a good one.
because there's a problem when you're the smartest person in the room,
Yeah.
and especially someone like me. So all I've ever done is just what wealthier, more successful people have told me to do.
Okay.
And I just did it. And here I am. And I'm showing that to my sons, and I want to create like a funnel where we self-grow our own tradesmen out of the community of young kids who were like me. They don't fit the mold. They're never going to go to college,
Right.
but yet they're smart and they
Right.
work hard
I know you read a lot.
I read hours. Well, when I say read, it's Audible. You
Right.
know,
Well, yeah.
books on tape, but
For
hours
me,
a
it's the
day.
same thing.
Hours a day.
You're right.
I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. First thing happens is I turn a book on, or I'll turn a podcast on.
Would you share some of your books you read or you listened to?
I just finished Unreasonable Hospitality.
Okay.
Probably one of the greatest books ever. I read a lot.
What did you learn from it?
I'm sorry?
What did you learn from it?
That when you want to differentiate yourself,
Okay.
you can't look or sound like everybody else.
Oh, I love it.
You need to be able to separate yourself with little things. They're just minor little things. For example, I just wrapped up a job today, and the husband and wife have a side gig of 3D printing.
Okay.
And I'm going to give them a subscription as a thank you. It's a little token. It's like $30. It's nothing major.
Yeah, okay.
But as a thank you gift, he's going to get access to a bunch of I don't know about three, but files that he can print
That's cool.
and make stuff. Like I don't know enough about it, but whereas everyone else anyone else would have probably just given him a thank you card and a Starbucks.
Yeah,
gift
thank
card.
you, and that's it.
Yeah, gone.
But that's what makes you different. So
little
tell me
things.
what makes you different contractors than the other people.
I obsess over woodworking,
Yeah.
and I have since 1991. It's the only job I've ever had.
Yeah.
I've had a couple side routes between now and then that would help me get where I'm at.
Right.
But woodworking is all I've ever done. I love it. I spend my off hours reading about it, watching videos. I spend an insane amount of time at architectural salvage yards looking at 200-year-old windows,
Wow.
150-year-old doors that have come from other countries, and study that stuff. Some of it gets repurposed into projects that I do.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just learning how to do it. I practice weekly in my own time,
Your own
skills
garage.
involved with what I do in my shop.
Mm-hmm.
And while other guys might be watching football and having a beer with their friends, I'm
Yeah.
literally working in my shop.
Yeah.
Like building something just to see if I can do it.
You're so dedicated.
I love it. Well, it's a love. Like, I mean,
What are
I
some
love
of
it.
the fun things you've done or built,
well, gosh, there's a lot. I built, just in the last couple months, I built a mantle
Okay.
that disappear. Like, it looks like a mantle on your wall
Yeah.
until you pull it out, and it's a giant hidden drawer.
No,
Massive hidden
that's
drawer.
cool.
And that was a really cool thing.
Yeah.
The owners of the house said, "Do you think you can?" And I was like, "I'll find a way."
What is it
And
used for? Like, what can they probably
they
hide?
hide-
What do they hide in there?
All their remote controls.
Oh, that's smart.
They have that TV called the Frame,
Yeah.
which has the brain box. I don't know. I don't own one, but it's got some kind of brain box.
Yeah.
And so they keep the brain box hidden. And if they need to get it, they just pull the mantle out. A few months back, we built a custom bed for a person, their daughter. And the bed has 4-foot deep pull-out drawers and a 5-foot deep pull-out closet. Like literally, it all
That is
pulls
cool.
out of the wall on
That's
big old
cool.
industrial slides.
Wow.
And so looking at it, it's just beautiful cabinetry, but it is an entire bedroom suite: closet, drawers, shoe organizers. Like,
That's
I mean, just
amazing.
really cool, like fun stuff, you know.
Do you do anything at home for yourself?
No.
Like, have you, that you built? Do you even
No,
have
my
time?
wife's always waiting for her turn.
Yeah. Do you even have time to build anything for yourself?
One day.
Honey-do list.
Yeah, it piles up quick. Man. Every time she sees one of the pictures, what do I get? My
Yeah.
turn.
Are your kids really glad to work with you?
So my younger son it's really early for him.
Yeah.
He's into it. My older son, man, it's impressive. Like, I'm sending him out on jobs without me.
Nice.
Like little job, baseboards, crown molding.
Nice.
And at 18, he's well on his way to being better than I ever was.
That's amazing. Isn't that
And-
nice to see as a dad?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, as a father, like watching my boys, like my younger boys on the verge of being sponsored for his mountain bike. Like, they're just amazing young men. And
Yeah.
and I couldn't be more proud. And seeing them want to be part of this journey
Yeah.
is what really makes me happy.
Do you have any hobbies?
Yeah, I ride and race dirt bikes.
Oh, really?
I ride and race BMX bikes, and that is.
Do you
And
have
I
a story behind that? Do you
snowboard
have any
and-
crazy stories behind
No.
riding the bikes?
I was never cut out for stick and ball sports. all I've ever known is
Yeah.
surfing, snowboarding, skating, BMX,
Nice.
dirt bikes. That's all I've ever known,
Wow.
and still do it.
Do you,
Broken
do you
bones and
have
all.
time to do it? You have to make
Yeah.
the time.
I'm lucky. I live on a lot of land. We ride on our own property.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, we got track. And
So, as somebody out there that's thinking of starting a carpentry business or contracting business, what would you give them? What advice?
Man, that's such a hard question to legitimately answer. That it's so much harder than you think.
Right.
So much more expensive than you think. You've got to know your numbers. Like, I know how much it costs to drive per mile every day over the course of a year. Like, down to, I know what it costs to the penny to operate my business every day of the week. And it's staggering to know that I wake up in the morning and there went $1,200, and I haven't even had my first cup of coffee yet. It just cost me $1,200 to wake up every day, between insurance and everything it takes, payroll, everything.
Right.
$1,200 a day to run my business. And if you're going to do it, you got to know your numbers, because for all you know, you think you're priced right and that you are going to do a job, but then at the end of the day, you didn't make any money.
Right.
And the amount of risk involved in working on people's homes is so high
Right.
that you can't take that kind of risk unless there's a good motive for it, and that motive is to make a little bit of money,
Right. Right.
Otherwise, go get a job with the union. Union carpenters are making like 120 grand a year. So if you're not going to make more than that, what's the point of even being in business?
Right.
Go be a union carpenter where you don't have to have the risk and the stress and worrying how you're going to make payroll and all the things that come with owning a business.
Right.
It's got to be worth it, and you got to know your numbers. If you
Do
don't know your numbers,
do you think someday your kids will take over your business?
they better. They better. But the way I'm building it, the way I'm building the business, I'll be able to sell it.
Right.
Like, there's no doubt I'll have, because it's going to be a standalone business. It won't need me to operate.
Nice.
And so it's not going to be what we
That
call
should be the goal of
lifestyle.
every business owner.
It should.
You start as an entrepreneur to start a business and then ultimately to sell it. Otherwise, what for?
Yeah. And otherwise, you have a job.
Yeah.
If the business dies when you disappear, that's not a job. I mean, that's a job, not a business.
Right.
So it needs to be the goal, and that's my goal. Like, this thing will stand on its own, with or without me, in another couple of years.
Right. Right.
And once you hit a certain revenue point at a nice net profit range,
Right.
there's buyers for that. It's worth something.
Yes. Yes.
And that's what we're shooting for.
So tell me, in your mindset, what do you think sometimes when you go places? Do you sit somewhere in a restaurant, or you go visit a place or whatever, and then you're like, I can do better mental than that. I can fix that cabinet. I can build this cabinet better than that. What do you always think of work all the time?
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah.
It's hard to walk around and not notice all.
Yeah, I know.
all that
I
little
can tell
stuff.
as a master carpentry.
Yeah, so but it's all I've ever known. I tune this stuff. Although I will say, I have been known to, like, walk across a restaurant and adjust a picture.
Yeah.
Because it's hanging a little crooked.
Oh, really?
And it sets off something in my brain.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. And if I can do it without disturbing people,
Yeah.
if it's in my line of sight, I'll go and straighten it out.
And your wife is like, don't touch that.
No, she understands. My wife, man, she got me right away.
Yeah.
And she just laughs and goes, "Go do it. I know."
Right. So let's talk about, like, your morning routine. Do you have time in the morning to read, or obviously you're not reading, you're listening to books? Do you spend a little time drinking coffee and doing all your books and exercising, this and that, or do you just jump into work right away?
No, I've got pretty rigid routine, 7 days a
I'd
week.
love to hear that.
So up at 5:15.
Okay.
My alarm starts going off at 5,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll piddle paddle around for 15 minutes. Get up, drink a monster cup of water,
Okay.
and I don't know where I read it. It might have been Dr. Huberman podcast or something. But our bodies need time to get going before you ideally want to drink coffee. So
Yeah.
I give it like 30, 40 minutes before I have a cup of coffee.
That's smart.
In that time, I go out and like let the dogs run around, let the chickens out the coop, and just kind of like get some fresh air.
Right.
And then I'll come in, make some coffee. The whole time I've got my earbuds in, I'm listening to a book. Literally, I get up
Nice.
and I get my earbuds and I'm listening to a book or a
Nice.
podcast.
Nice.
And no fiction, man. It's all business. It's all like self-improvement type stuff, you know. And then get the coffee going. By like 6:37,
Mm-hmm.
I've generally got in my first role play. I'm in a business best practices business group, and all of us are business owners.
Okay.
And I role play business scenarios twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. This whole group does. There's about 300 of us,
Nice.
and we
Is it
all
on
hold
Zoom?
each other accountable. We all communicate about how it's going, what's working, what isn't working,
Nice.
and then role play scenarios, different thing, marketing, sales, whatever. You had a weird conversation, and in your brain you think, man, I could have handled that better.
Mm-hmm.
Get on the phone with somebody, explain what happened, and then you just rerun it. And so the next time you're ready. It's like built into your muscle memory. And the next time that question pops up, you know how to handle it better,
Right.
you know, not just wing it.
Right.
So yeah, by 6:30, I've done it. By 6:30, I start my first role play. By 7:30, I am dressed and heading out the door.
Heading out to do your
First job or sales call, whatever the case may be.
Tell me about the smallest job you've ever done and the biggest job you've ever done.
So the type of carpentry work we do is not like hundreds of thousands of dollars. So
Okay.
the smallest job we did like a $400 job the other day as a favor.
Oh,
That's
that's
really
cool.
small. We don't normally wouldn't have done
What was
that.
it?
I helped a neighbor replace the bottom of her thing. I tried not to charge her, but she paid me.
That's sweet.
But right now, the biggest job we did was 90 grand. It was
Nice.
a pretty it was a room. It's like a cigar lounge.
Oh, really?
And so wall-to-wall paneling. We built some furniture for it, stuff like that.
So when they built the cigar room, does it have ventilation and everything?
that get handled by other contractor. All we did was carpentry.
Okay.
But yes, there was some ventilation aspects.
It's inside the house
Yeah.
and it has ventilation. It's glass.
No, it
I'm
was
thinking
in a,
of
it
one,
was
that's
like,
why I'm
it was,
asking.
It was in a bedroom. It was in like a back bedroom of this nice house.
Yeah.
And it was part of like a bigger remodel.
Okay.
So I don't know everything that went into how you de-cigar
You
smoke
just
a
did your
house.
job.
I just, we did what we did. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So, all right, tell us about, any advice that, last minute advice that you can give somebody.
God, my favorite thing is be the dumbest person in the room. Literally, that is my entire philosophy.
Okay.
Surround yourself by people that are more successful than you. Don't take advice from someone that's a lower
Right.
level than you. Like, I joke, but I tell
That's
my
so true.
sons, like, check their credit report before you take any advice from anybody. Check their bank account. If they're not 3-4 times wealthier than you,
Mm-hmm.
you have no business taking their advice
Nice.
about business or life or success. Too many people take really bad advice from people who are not qualified to give it.
Right.
And it took me 25, 30 years to figure that out.
Right.
And I would love to see people get taught that now, because man, if I would have had the right people around me when I was like 25,
Yeah.
I'd be in, I don't even know where I'd be right now. Way further down the road than I
Yeah,
am.
definitely. Do you have a favorite quote?
Yeah. Nothing that comes to the top of my head.
Okay. Okay. And
Oh, you stumped me there.
if you would describe your business in one word, what would that be?
Fun.
Fun. Love it. Love
Yep.
it.
Lots of fun.
What's your favorite, coffee or tea? Coffee or tea?
I drink coffee. I'm a total nerd. I buy only the very best beans I can get my hands on. I
Really?
hand grind them every morning, and I do a cup of pour over. I make 1 cup at a time
Nice.
with pour over.
And who's your favorite mentor?
Wow, I've had so many right now. I've had so many. The most impactful was a guy named Todd Kaufman.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, because he was the first person to give me a chance to sell.
Nice.
And I had no idea that I would like it or be good at it. And he gave me a chance, and I started selling and loved it. Like I love not like in a cheesy way, but sales is a way of communicating, delivering value, and it's the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
Nice.
I think.
Nice. All right. Well, sounds good. Well, we really enjoyed listening to your story, Brian.
Yeah.
And why don't you turn to the camera real quick and tell them, where they can reach you and name some of the services you provide.
So the company is Holland and Sons Construction, based right here in Paris. Website is hsconstruct.com. And we are custom carpenters, built-in cabinetry, vanities, all the normal baseboards, door casings, doors. And if you want like an amazing fireplace wall or wainscot or coffered ceilings, any trim and finish carpentry is what we specialize in.
That's awesome. I really enjoyed your story. You're really definitely building a legacy.
Thank you.
For sure, for your kids. Again, you guys, thank you so much for watching the show on What is Your Story. My name is Louis. We'll see you on the next one.